Cyberpunk 2077, a game that defied all odds and has become one of the most iconic single-player experiences of the last decade. It wasn't always seen in such a light. Let me take you back to December 10th, 2020, release day. Thousands of gamers purchased and downloaded Cyberpunk expecting a polished, beautiful, and heart-pounding experience full of action and story. What met them on day one was pure nightmare fuel. Vindication for those who warned the public, and sorrow for those who believed in CD Projekt Red. A multitude of glitches and game-breaking bugs plagued this new game, enraging its faithful fan base, a meltdown so catastrophic that Sony and Microsoft pledged that they would give a full refund to anyone who purchased it through their online stores. On top of the 9-year development schedule for Cyberpunk, there were growing grumblings about AAA game studios releasing broken titles to meet their release timelines, further infuriating gamers everywhere. Most AAA games released in this manner are not fixed, or the population of the game dwindles to no one before any efforts to fix the game are realized. CD Projekt Red's stock plummeted 41% in December, and dark tidings were in the distance. I am beyond happy to report Cyberpunk 2077 made a full comeback, beating the odds and being regarded as one of the greatest single-player games released to date. The storytelling of Cyberpunk is a first-person locked experience, being able to fully immerse yourself in the story being told. Level design and mission diversity are amazing. You'll be fighting in a neon-lit city with gangs filling alleyways, and 10 minutes later you're drag racing on the outskirts of Night City with whatever friends you met, shooting down corpo vehicles in the desert. The tall, dilapidated buildings in poor neighborhoods to the sprawling, beautiful built corpo neighborhoods, to the rugged refugee desert camps, there are no shortage of locations to explore and discover. Gangs, corporations, and civilians, there is something so special about the design of the people of Night City. Multiple diverse gangs with different beliefs and intentions. Some thrive off tech being wired into their bodies, others fight for independence from corporations, and others want to work and provide for their families in this harsh city. Corporals want wealth and power, and the mercs that keep the world turning with job after job of blood. The main storyline is an interesting angle of time-pressured action. V is dying and in need of allies, or enough lead to get where they need to be. But in the process, you'll meet a variety of characters who have their own missions and objectives that you will have to determine if it's worth completing or not. There's nothing better than a brilliantly designed game being filled to the brim with interesting, varied, and multi-layered characters. Some who will aid you and others who will stab you in the back to complete their own objectives. Don't worry, there are many other times that you can also stab other people in the back. It's part of Night City. Night City is full of selfish characters trying to improve their lives or bury the truth under bodies and bullets. The introduction of Keanu Reeves is electric and exhilarating, from action-packed scenes and surprising emotional moments that leave your jaw on the floor. The developers do a great job of creating a deep backstory for him and a believable reason why he's always around, a concept that others have failed at. Cyberpunk gives great options to create your own character with a very in-depth character creator. Seriously, you guys gotta go look at some of the characters that people have created. It's kind of crazy. There are a few backstories that you can select from. It's not the most in-depth, but I do like that the option is available. Combat and vehicles. There is non-stop fighting and action with a multitude of weapons and a variety of that will only enhance the already deep lore of Cyberpunk. You want to be a heavy shotgun, light machine gun menace to corpos, blowing up everything and everyone with the capacity to survive a hail of bullets? You can. You want to be a stealthy sword ninja with the dexterity to jump from rooftop to rooftop? You can. You want to be a tech whiz, able to hack into anybody's tech and take them over or destroy their brains, control their turrets, or shut off cameras? You can. You want to be a pistol-wielding gunslinger with the ability to speed through the world, bleeding through your enemy lines and crushing the enemy before you even realize that you're there? Driving through Night City is slightly disappointing aspect. A city full of 100 million people, it's surprising to me that there are only 25 cars out. Most people spend their time walking from street to street, building to building. There is only a police presence walking around, not a lot of police vehicles. In September 26, 2023, Phantom Liberty, the first DLC for Cyberpunk, will be released, promising to fix and aid the combat vehicle and police presence in the city. an aspect that is noticeably missing from the base game. It will also bring new weapons, storyline, and characters to an already immersive and impressive lineup of friends, allies, and foes. It's too good of a game to continue talking about for the fear of spoiling something good. This is an easy 10 out of 10 game for us at Creatively Unbalanced, one that we hope will continue to push single player games in the right direction for 10 plus years.